Hey there, hi there, ho there, fellas. Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to sit down and chime in on a little bit of stuff, something that's going on the internet. Even 2 days later, it's absolutely ridiculous. I took some time to watch a few videos, look at some of the posts, but it has so many creators talking. It has so many people talking. Got brought up yesterday while I was at work, but it has to do with Hasan Piker and his dog Kaya. So recently, a clip 2 days ago came out where while he was live on stream, he got relatively annoyed with his dog and he was trying to tell her to sit down, go to her place, yada, yada, yada. He's trying to place train her or whatever. I don't really have a dog. I don't really know how place training works. To my knowledge, it's just like you try to make them feel good in this one place, make them feel like, not stressed and all that jazz. It's somewhere that you send them whenever you want them to just calm down, I suppose. But the big issue is that a lot of people are thinking that he used a shock collar on his dog Kaya, which I don't necessarily 100% believe, but I guess anything is possible. He doesn't necessarily seem like the kind of character that would do that, but it is always possible that there is a first time for everything. So right here, I actually have a clip pulled up real quick that we can go ahead and watch together. It is in slow motion, and then right after we will, discuss it a little bit. Okay. So before I say anything, firstly, I don't condone like him just being abhorrently, upset with his dog. It's a fucking dog. It's going to, want to move around. It's a large dog. It's gonna want to like, get up and move. They're fucking dogs, bro. They don't understand that you're sitting there streaming, working all day, and she sits there for 6 to 8 hours, 10 hours sometimes, probably, where she has to sit still and is expected to sit still. A lot of people are, comparing it to, him using her as like a prop in his streams. I don't think that that's the case. I think that that's, a little bit of a reach and everything. I circled the mouse on her paw because in this slow motion clip, a lot of people are saying it's the dew claw that gets caught on the metal bar or whatever. You can't see what I'm pointing at, so I'll just use the mouse. The metal bar right here. You probably can't even see the mouse. It doesn't matter. The metal bar of the fucking bed. All right, and I thought that that was a little bit of a reach myself whenever I first watched the clip, but I mean, I guess anything is possible. Maybe she has like a scratch there or something that, is bothering her. She's a big dog. They get hurt all the time. I lived with a black lab and a Dalmatian, and I can't tell you the amount of times that they've sprained their legs, broken. I've had two break their legs from like potholes and stuff and like just roughhousing with each other. But it's a little crazy. Oh, hold on, because I know some of you are gonna try and fact check that. They were roommates' dogs I lived with for 2 years. I don't personally have a dog. There's a cat right there, but I don't have a dog. Um, but again, big dogs roughhouse all the time. It's just something that kind of comes with them. And you have to just kind of accept it. But, she could have like a scratch or something on her leg. That's possible. But from what it looks like to me, is that the mesh of the bed that she's on is kind of similar to that of like maybe a trampoline or something. Okay. If you look at the left leg as she's getting onto the bed, it kind of looks like she snags her claw on her little paw pad paw pad paw on her foot. Okay, and so there could be a litany of things that happen. Maybe she has a broken nail that's a little sensitive and it gets snagged on that. Maybe the nail just got snagged on it in general. Now, the reason why a lot of people are saying that it could be, him using a shock collar is because he goes on to, you know, show the collar right here, which we'll go ahead and watch real quick. Right Okay, now, so there he clearly states that there's a tracker on it, there's a flashlight, it's right there. It's just the vibrating version of the shock collar, I guess, training collars, I suppose we should call them. But again, I pointed out kind of right here, you can sort of see what a lot of people are saying looks like tape. Now, the reason why they're saying that is because some of these shock collars actually have prongs that can be taken on and off of the collar. To me, it does not necessarily look like there's tape right there. Now, I've watched this a few times more than just what I'm showing you. I have looked at it a little bit more. Right now, it kind of looks like it's a little bit in like bad resolution and everything, but it doesn't look like there's prongs or anything there. Now, maybe if it is tape, it's really well placed. Maybe, there wouldn't be an indention or like a bump or anything for where you would plug in the prongs. I don't know. Again, I don't have a dog. The only other clips that we're seeing are from this one right here. So he shows it right there and right there where you can see like there's the lights and everything. But then it clearly looks like this collar where that light is just green on there and red, or I guess it's green in the center and it's red on the side. I think that it is a pretty, case closed, open shut, situation. But there's a lot of people that are, up in arms about it. And then right here, the person, does the vibration collar have prongs on them? Hi, Soviet, it does not. It is vibration and tone only. And then you have, some people that are just like trying to milk the situation, like XQC and Ethan Klein. XQC stating that he'll donate $50,000 to a dog shelter if he shows the collar. He showed the collar. I don't know that XQC has actually, gone out of his way to donate. Sorry, I had to, signify to my roommate real quick that not to make too much noise, but we don't know if he's actually donated the money. This other gentleman right here, Ethan Klein, is getting a lot of flack right now because people are saying that he killed his dog by feeding it too much cheese. Even if his dog, if he was an irresponsible owner and his dog got in the trash or something, or knocked over the trash can and ate something it wasn't supposed to, I think, like, yes, a genuine mistake can happen, but dude, he's not over here intentionally killing his dog. I think he had his dog for like 7 to 10 years. I don't know. I've been on record saying that I am a fan of the H3 podcast, or at least I used to be. And I don't think that he's such a piece of shit that he would go out of his way to kill his dog by feeding it cheese to give it kidney failure. You guys are fucking crazy. And even furthermore, he has dogs now. And of course, he's an animal lover. So anybody would be right to have an opinion about the situation that goes on. But again, going back to like showing this right here, even if he isn't using a shock collar and he decided to like do the, the vibration thing to like scare her, because that's what a lot of people are saying. It looks like he reaches off screen to give her like that little vibration to like, have her just sit down again. I don't understand, like why he would do that, why he's so upset with her. I can see why he'd be a little annoyed if she's like moving around and causing a ruckus, but it doesn't look like she's doing that. Excuse me. Earlier in the stream that day, he did like get a little annoyed with her for getting up again, but she's a dog, dude. Like it just kind of comes with it. Even if the dog is trained, they're still going to do that if they're sitting there for, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. Like, they're going to want to get up. And then he goes on to say that she's a baby. She's babied a lot by his mom. She's let to be free roamed and stuff like that. And if that's the case, like, why not just let her out of the room? Like, if that's her place, like, let her come and go. Like, I get that you'd probably have to have your door closed. You don't want to keep getting up and down to, let her in and out and stuff. And that's fine. Like, that's a fine statement. But, like, I don't know, maybe her, place shouldn't be right there in shot of the camera if she can't, if things like this would happen where you can't like monitor her and watch her and stuff. And by no means do I think that, he shocked his dog or he like fucking vibrated the collar to scare his dog or anything. I genuinely think that the dog's paw and claw got caught on that little bed thing. But again, people are going rampant over this for pretty much no reason. It looks like he's explained himself as much as he needs to, and yet it's still flooding my timeline with people going crazy about it, trying to, make up shit and like just see stuff that just clearly isn't there. But yeah, guys, like, let me know what you think of the whole situation down below. Drop a like, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button. I try to post a video every single day, and I try to chat with all of you guys as often as possible if you're in my comment section. But please, thank you for checking out the video today, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.